Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is February 19th of 2026. So based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland has once again greenlit a U.S. and Israeli attack on the Islamic Republic of Iran on the morning of Friday, February 20th of 2026, specifically to trigger nuclear World War III. Exactly what type of attack is planned is obviously not known, but it appears that the CIA is going to execute a redux of Operation Juniper Oak, which is a joint Israeli-American aerial bombardment targeting the Islamic Republic of Iran. This attack is likely going to be orchestrated on the ground in the Middle East via the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, the USS Buckley guided missile destroyer, the US Delbert D. Black guided missile destroyer, the USS Frank E. Peterson Jr. guided missile destroyer, the USS McFall the guided missile destroyer, the USS Michael Murphy guided missile destroyer, the USS Mitcher guided missile destroyer, the USS O'Kane guided missile destroyer, the USS Roosevelt guided missile destroyer, and or the USS Spruance guided missile destroyer. So these ships, these 14 ships are currently in the Arabian Sea, in the Red Sea, in the Mediterranean Sea, and in the Persian Gulf, and they are going to unleash what can only be construed as unprecedented warfare against the Islamic State of Republic of Iran. What is imperative to note is that this attack comes on the heels of multiple failed false flags that Israel tried to execute, targeting both Abu Dhabi and Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. This was going to be a 9/11 style attack using old F-15s, F-14s, F-18s, and fly them into the skyscrapers in those two respective cities. Also, the CIA tried to stage an Israeli attack masquerading as an Iranian attack targeting Djibouti, which is a military base of the United States in the Horn of Africa. And they have tried to stage a nuclear attack via an Iranian tanker ship targeting Elliot, which is in the tip of the blade of Israel next to Jordan on the tip of the Red Sea. Not only that, but they have tried to stage a false flag Iranian attack targeting United States Armed Forces bases in the Middle East. So this preemptive attack by Iran and, by the United States and Israel is a last resort, if you will, given that they have exhausted all their false flag plots up until this particular date. So I'm just going to highlight the numerology, which is blinking red in respect to this impending attack. Basically, the date of February 20th marks exactly 241 days since the so-called 12-day war between Iran and Israel officially concluded back on June 24th of 2025. 24 equates to the letter X, which is the international symbol of death, and then we have 241 days, 24 also an X, which suggests that they would stage an attack on this particular numerology. Also, the date of February 20th marks exactly 956 days since the CIA staged Phase 2 of the joint Israeli-U.S. exercise entitled Operation Juniper Oak, which consisted of 12 naval vessels, I mentioned 14, 140 aircraft, and the deployment of the HIMARS rocket systems, as well as the M270 rocket systems. And the 956 numerology is key because this contains the 96 or 69 numerology, which is found in the nuclear attacks of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6th and August 9th, respectively, of 1945. And that is because this impending attack on Iran is specifically designed to garner a nuclear response from Iran. This may be nuclear 9/11 style attacks. This may be nuclear ICBM attacks. It may be shipborne nuclear attacks, as previously mentioned. But the response from Iran is going to be nuclear. That is guaranteed. Also, the date of February 20th of 2026 marks exactly 1,117 days since the CIA staged the Phase 1 of Operation Juniper Oak in Israel and the Mediterranean Sea back on January 23rd through 29th of 2023. Again, this particular drill had 12 naval vessels, 140 aircraft, as well as the deployment of the M142 HIMARS and the M270 rocket systems. So these two drills. Oh, and I should mention that the number 17 equates to letter Q, which is as in coup d'etat, because this is basically an overthrow of the Iranian regime, which is subsequently going to result in a DEFCON level event that's designed to trigger World War III. So the current system as we know it is going to be completely X'd out after this particular attack. But these two drills, Operation Juniper Oak Phase 1, Operation Juniper Oak Phase 2, coincidentally is mirroring exactly what is on the ground, so to speak, in the waters off the coast of Iran today. So these drills occurred back in 2023, but what's happening today in Iran with the deployment of 14 ships and advanced rocket systems being delivered to Israel, this suggests that they are in fact going to literally bomb the shit out of Iran on February 20th of 2026 as pretext for World War III. And also, the date of February 20th coincidentally marks 1,294 days since the CIA staged Operation Breaking Dawn, which featured the activation of 25,000 Israeli defense forces. So 1294, this again has the number X as well as the number 19, and the 24 equates to the letter X, which is the international symbol of death. So these war games, these exercises suggest that the attack is going to happen on this particular numerology. Lastly, what is imperative to note here is that this war does not need to transpire. It is completely pointless, and I'm just going to state for the record that I believe that the Benjamin Netanyahu regime, he is a war criminal wanted by the International Criminal Court. I believe that he has produced fraudulent evidence to Donald J. Trump to basically sell him on this fraudulent notion that Iran has weapons of mass destruction, namely nuclear weapons, and that he has been given, I don't know if it's deep fake videos, I don't know if it's AI generated, I don't know if it's photoshopped, but there have been reports coming out of Iran that they're rebuilding the reactors that Trump bombed during Operation Midnight Hammer back on June 22nd of 2025. And so Trump is he's trying to clean up the mess, so to speak, especially that Obama and Biden left him, and so he is being erroneously advised that striking Iran will limit further damage in the future, when in fact the opposite is true, because what's going to happen is in the aftermath of this impending preemptive strike on Iran, the response from allegedly committed by Iran is going to be executed by the state of Israel, and they're going to target the United States at home or abroad, and namely their armed service members. So in the immediate aftermath of this impending attack or invasion on the date of February 20th, thousands of U.S. soldiers are going to perish in the Middle East, and these are going to be courtesy of the Israeli military is going to attack U.S. soldiers, and then they're going to say that it's Iran. And this is what is the most important thing to state on the record, is that this is exactly what they did with the USS Liberty back on June 8th of 1967, when the Israeli Air Force and the Israeli Navy attacked the USS Liberty while sailing in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of the Sinai Peninsula, and over 100 U.S. soldiers died as a result of Israeli murder. And so this is exactly what they plan to do on the date of February 20th or in the immediate hours after this impending attack or invasion of Iran is to kill as many Americans as possible so that the United States declares official war against Iran. So obviously, if this happens, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.